Greetings, children of the night. We are back for our final review, at least for this season, of Anne Rice's The Vampire Lestat, Episode 7. As per usual with these episode reviews, we'll be going over our initial reactions to the episode and giving our just overall thoughts, and going into maybe a little bit of speculation. Now, I will clarify before we get into this. Of course, like I said, we will be going into spoilers and stuff, but also we're gonna talk about kind of surface level type of plot stuff, because we are actually going to be doing we'll be recording right after this a long form podcast episode where we will actually speak in depth about the themes, the season as a whole, and things like that. So, we're not going to double dip too much, so we're just going to give focus on the episode in particular. We might touch on overall broad stroke theme stuff just to get points across for the plot points, but we're not going to go super in depth. So, what did we think of this finale? Personally, I didn't really think it felt like a finale. I know
Nope.
the guys also, yeah. We were all kind of, is underwhelmed the right word? I don't think underwhelmed.
Yes.
Underwhelmed is the right word.
I personally, I don't think, personally for me, I was too happy, but I feel like I've been more edged than anything else.
I like what you said when we were watching the episode, Tony. It's not a good conclusion to the season, but it is a very good cliffhanger. And I think the problem I have with the finale, just in particular, is the fact that throughout this whole season we were building up the crescendo of the concert, the big gathering, the catastrophe that leads to the whole Akasha Slaughterfest that they keep alluding to in this future tense, because obviously the recording takes place after so later in the timeline. So we're we're gonna get to see it, and we don't even we get all the lead up to it, and we get to see the aftermath, which on the one hand I get it, right? Queen of the Damned, it's its own book, it's probably gonna be its own season. If they did Vampire Lestat as its own season, cool. But we haven't even gotten confirmation, at least as of the recording of this review, if we're gonna get the season 4 / Queen of the Damned. So it feels weird unless you already got the green light and guarantee and we know there's going to be more. I don't understand why you end it like that, is my thing.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like an ending.
Yeah, it honestly felt like the setup to another episode, which is why we literally had to Google is there another episode, because this feels like there's going to be another episode.
Yeah,
and Google says no. So, looks like that's it. I don't know. I think there are still, don't get us wrong, there are still good parts of the episode. I think Lestat's existential journey of self-reflection was really cool.
Also, Louis' final
his official breakup with Armand, I guess is what we'll call it, because that's what it was. And seriously, Armand sucks. I know we've said that for 3 seasons now, but this solidifies it 100%. Armand sucks.
It's just a very true statement. The man is just garbage.
Yeah. And while I think it was a great scene for Louis, and it shows Louis' own character development, and he's moving past his own selfishness to be able to move forward and forgive, I don't think Armand deserved that catharsis. But it was still a good scene.
No.
Also, now that we found out the true circumstances, poor Fraudia.
Yeah.
This wasn't her at all. She was being compelled the entire time. Like, we were so mad at her for, manipulating him and, kind of taking advantage of him. But no, she was having her strings pulled by fucking Armand this entire time.
Yeah.
All the way back since the end of season 2, when the Dubai thing happened. Crazy.
Goodness gracious.
That's wild. Like, the links this guy went to, man. Just let it go, dude. Like, Jesus. It's fucking pathetic. Also, we got confirmation that the Talamasca are, we're actually behind and want the Great Conversion to happen. Because essentially, what they're doing is, artificial population control. Because, the vampires, lower the population, and then once they make too many vampires, Akasha's gonna wake up and then, wipe the vampires, balance everything out. They have their own fucked up little Thanos plan. Which, I was looking, I was Googling it while we were watching the episode, and I'll bring it up here. It turns out that was the plot twist and reveal at the end of season 1 of the Talamasca show that got canceled after the first season. So apparently that was just a plot payoff for that spin-off that got canceled. But okay, good to know. I mean, it makes sense. It all ties together pretty well.
Yeah.
What any other stuff? Once again, kudos to Delaney Hales. She gave one of the best horrified screams I've heard in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Major scream queen status right there. We don't have enough scream queens of color, to be honest. We need more of those.
Oh yeah. Also, we kind of had Daniel with a little bit of a temper tantrum.
Yeah. He was basically just kind of venting and just talking shit to Lestat now that you just had him, in a vulnerable position with his head in the bowling bag. But then Raglan was like, "Nah, Daniel, we can't let you do that. It's part of a bigger plan." So, there's that. Whereas, Armand kind of had a change of heart due to Louis' kindness and, kind of expressive catharsis. Daniel just got his hand slapped by the government and was like, "Nope." But yeah. Anything else on the episode? I think the moment with Paul and Lestat was really nice. I think it was a very sweet moment to help reaffirm the end game status of Louis and Lestat.
I did like that where it's sometimes I wish you were a woman. Yeah, me too.
Sometimes. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about in depth. There was also a really cool scene that we only really got to see a glimpse of, where Lestat finally just got to vent and yell at his mom and finally fully express himself and not be stuck in this weird Freudian loop. And so that was a nice development. I mean, most of that happened off screen and an inaudible, I don't even want to say flashback, but you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's everything. Did we miss anything in the finale?
We had the dinner scene. It's a dying dinner scene.
Yeah. The long table where we got to see all of the people Lestat felt he failed in his life. That was cool. It was nice seeing Antoinette. I almost forgot about Antoinette. I was confused in the beginning. I was like, no, wait, that's the one bitch he turned into a vampire to fuck with Louis.
And also, you had oh, I was just gonna say, nod to the effects department.
Oh yeah, all the practical stuff was really cool. We also watched the after show and just to see, you know, how they were able to do it by like shooting the different takes with the, you know, quote unquote decapitated bodies and the animatronic heads that they used to puppet for the talking head scenes. Really cool. We've come a long way since Disney's Haunted Mansion. Throwback to anybody who's seen Disney's Haunted Mansion. That's an underrated direct to DVD sleeper. I actually didn't think it was that bad. But I digress. Yeah, I think this is. It's weird to say this because it's the finale, but I honestly think this is the weakest episode.
Yeah.
Is that weird to say? Because like there's a lot of cool shit, and it's really hard to top the episode, like, you know, last week's episode, because it had the Claudia seance, which was like one of the greatest episodes of the show, like, period. So like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's also just it's just a really weird follow-up to such a strong episode. So yeah, I'd honestly say, yeah, it is the weakest episode so far. But it's not to say that doesn't mean that we didn't like it. I think we liked a lot of parts of it. I think it just didn't lead to a satisfying payoff. It just led to another cliffhanger, which, you know, like we said, was a good cliffhanger, but like, you know, nobody likes to be edged this much. I mean, if you do, you know, no judgment, but we don't like to be edged this much.
I know I don't.
But yeah, let us know what you thought about the episode in the comments down below. Do you like edging? Tell us in the comments. Feel free. Again, judgment-free zone. And while you're down there, do all the usual YouTube things. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any brand new episode reviews for the other various shows we are covering on the channel. And if you want to hear our full in-depth thoughts on the season as a whole for the Vampire Lestat, as well as a bonus video where we'll be ranking the various songs that were presented by the band throughout the season, definitely, like I said, follow the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and if you are on the mobile version of the app, be sure to hit that hype button, because the hype button does help us out a lot. It helps to spread our video through the algorithm, so other, you know, Interview with the Vampire, Vampire Chronicles, Vampire Lestat fans can find these videos. It really has helped our channel grow a lot, and we really appreciate all the support. Thank you guys, and hopefully, if the show does get confirmed for a season 4, a Queen of the Damned season, we will be back. But until then, it's time for us to finally go to Coffin after a long season. Until then, until next time, we will catch you later. Peace.